Hey, Mean Matt here. So, it's one of those things where, yes, I talked about Ring of Honor in 2006, Total Nonstop Action in 2006. Now we get to World Wrestling Entertainment, the major company, if you will. Um, and like I said before, it's a lot of interesting things that have happened this year with swapping wrestlers around the companies. This year, you've pretty much had debuts in TNA um, with Samoa Joe, and you had Bobby Roode coming in then later uh, for the Toronto NXT, I think. Yeah, I can't remember now. It was Bobby Roode and Eric Young. Then you have, the debut of Roderick Strong, which I think was really cool to see something like that. Tommaso Ciampa, two guys from Ring of Honor who came in and are a part of the roster, which I think is pretty cool. Then you get Sean Spears, aka Ty Dillinger, and so on and so forth. You had one of the biggest matches of the year, the biggest rivalries of the year for TNA, or NXT, in Samoa Joe and New Japan comer Shinsuke Nakamura. So, going back to trade off, you have Ring of Honor, then you have TNA coming in, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Eric Young, James Storm. And that was, I think it might have been last year. Actually, I can't remember. Late last year when you had James Storm coming in and doing a match or two in NXT, and then he just went back to TNA. Mind you, he did his whole heel gimmick as still the Mountain Man heel gimmick, and then he went back to being the tag team of Beer Money with Bobby Roode. So just imagine now if he had stayed in NXT and then you had Bobby Roode making his debut. He could still be the glorious Bobby Roode, but when you think about it, now you have not only, not only American Wolves in TNA, but you have now Beer Money in NXT. That would have been cool, but the way it turned out was fine as well. You have a great roster now with Sanity. Um, Eventually, I hope they come to a SmackDown to face the Wyatts in a feud. That would be pretty awesome. Um, just something to look at, and it really it's interesting to me because here's here's a few wrestlers who have these gimmicks that would work if you do it right. So we'll see how that goes. You had WrestleMania in Texas this year, um, which was very cool, very interesting to see that. Although it still could have been a lot better, but it wasn't as good. Our stage wasn't as good as WrestleMania 17, in my opinion. Some good matches. Undertaker versus Shane McMahon in Hell in a Cell was cool. Very interesting. Obviously, we knew that Shane McMahon was going to do something stupid, jumping off that 20 or so feet high steel cage. It's probably more than that, but I'm not good at math. I think that we talk about wrestlers who leave a company because they're not doing anything with them. You know, Zack Ryder finally had his shot, finally had his moment, finally had the WrestleMania moment that he thought would have been great, and then they take it away from him. Why? I don't know. Becoming the Intercontinental Champion was awesome. I think they should have had faith in him for some reason. They didn't, and he became just bad, I guess. Then he had the brand split, so Team Blue and Team Red, which is fine. What I don't agree with is how the WWE has brought back the separate heavyweight championships. So now you have, instead of the World Heavyweight Championship, you have the Red Raw Championship, which looks identical to the WWE Championship, except it's red. And now there's a rumor that there's going to be a blue one. There could be a blue one for SmackDown. If that's the case, then that's bullshit. This is WWE, not Nickelodeon. It's one thing to have blue tag team championships, but come on. You don't take a company serious. That's just. Well, so anyhow, you get this feud, a lot of good feuds this year. I mentioned Nakamura and Samoa Joe. So then you get Charlotte and Sasha Banks. You would think this feud was gonna suck, but to be fair, it's not. I mean, there's no Steamboat Ric Flair match type stuff, but the women's hardcore championship that they last had was pretty cool, I guess. No, they didn't last have it. No, their second to last match. Their fuck, what is it? Their I'm having a brain fart. Iron Women match was okay. All in all, the WWE is trusting not only now to having the women's division mean something, but now they have the smaller women wrestlers like Bailey or Sasha Banks or um, the one that I love the most, Alexa Bliss, who is the SmackDown Women's Champion, who is a lot shorter than the rest of them, but right now, I mean, that shouldn't really matter. I mean, you get guys like James Ellsworth, who doesn't look like a wrestler at all. It's one thing to be a short wrestler, but you gotta have some kind of muscle tone. And James Ellsworth, even though he looks like every other fucking guy, doesn't have it. But there's a lot of shit going on out there. I'll talk to you later. Bye.